Hi friends, welcome to our pep talk today. This is Maria Pontes, a working HR professional and a career coach. Our guest for today is Wasma Mirza, BA honor graduate from Loreto College, Kolkata, and a young social entrepreneur. She is an ardent social activist, was vice president of the Social Service Society in the Student Council during her college. In 2018, she took the responsibility to support the very talented artisans of Madhubani by promoting their art. Vasma is on a journey of taking Madhubani art pan-India to bring economic sustainability in the lives of the artisans. She has also completed her internship with the leading tea broking firm. With this short introduction, I would like to invite our guest for today, Wasma Mirza. Warm welcome to you, Wasma.
Thanks so much for having me.
And thank you very much for joining us on this talk today.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So, Wasma, can you share with us who and what inspired you in the field of social service?
Right. So, as a young child, I grew up, seeing and feeling for the poor because my parents are very much into green and social activism. So I think I inherited that gene. So my closest and fascinating memory would be when I was 9 years old and I helped my father and his friends plant saplings along the pavements in our locality, and I even got featured in Times of India.
Wow.
There was a picture and a small write-up for me, so that was a very huge deal for me back then. Secondly, very recently, my parents and my sister and I have started this thing where on our birthdays, we plant few saplings in different parks. Just a small way to give something back to Mother Nature. And we make it a point that those saplings, they are the cool ones. I mean to say that when they grow up, when they grow into trees, they have those broad leaves which give us shade and which cools down the temperature of the environment. Because of climate change, these things are very important. So I think this is something, we are giving back to Mother Nature. So that is that. And finally, as you mentioned about my college days, so I was very active in the Social Service Society, which, in my final year led me into being the vice president of the society. And me, along with my president, we conducted many blood donation camps.
Okay.
We went to orphanages and we taught the students basic safety and hygiene, and we taught them basic English and math skills. We went to old age homes and spent a couple of hours with the old people. We also, before Christmas, we also went to the slum areas and distributed cakes of soaps and old clothes. So this has been my journey so far with social service.
I love this concept about, growing a sapling for your birthday. It's such a lovely idea. I think this year I will also
yes, please do.
like that. Yes, very good.
I think everyone should. Yes.
Okay, what attracted you to support towards the Madhubani art and artisans?
Right. So it all goes back to 2017, a couple of months after demonetization. And why I'm mentioning demonetization, I'll come to that very soon.
Sure.
So it was towards the end of 2017 when I visited my grandparents in Bihar, a place called Darbhanga, and I saw these lovely cushion covers on their couch. Now, it was something very unique for a basic household item because the painting on that was very intricately, very minutely painted with acrylic colors, and something very unique and it's exclusive for a basic household item. So when I asked that what this painting is, because I had never seen that, so my grandmom said that this painting, this particular art is called Madhubani art, and the origin of this art is from a town not very far away from where we were staying. The town is called Madhubani. So, on holiday, nothing much to do. So my parents and I decided a trip down there to Madhubani the very next day. And when we reached two very different things I learned and experienced. So the harsh reality, what I understood was that the people were in very poor condition.
Okay.
They were struggling to make both ends meet, and now comes the demonetization part.
Yes.
So it had been about 10, 11 months post demonetization, and
Okay.
things were not back to normal. They couldn't buy material, they couldn't buy the canvas, cloth, brushes, paint, whatever they used to make the products, and neither they were getting orders, because people like us were also busy exchanging notes, and they were having a harder time to exchange notes, and had to change their notes. So this was the harsh reality that I learned, that I got to know. The other interesting part that I would love to share with the viewers is
Sure.
that once I reached, so I saw these artisans, especially women,
Okay.
doing this form of art under trees, under shades of
Wow.
trees, and also in separate units. So
So
you got the
beautiful.
best of both worlds. And in older days, it was a tradition that they would do under shades of trees. uh, this particular art is specifically done by women, and I think this gene is inherited from their mothers and grandmothers. So I was very happy to know that this tradition is going on, and they want to be financially independent. So right, so how this art, it goes back to when people used to do the outline of the drawing with twigs, matchsticks, but now it evolved into
Yes.
special nibs and pins,
Well,
for the easy way to use. Also, back in the days, they used to use rice powder, turmeric, fruit and vegetable colors, but
oh,
now because of convenience, they use acrylic and fabric paint.
okay.
So this is a little bit of history that I told everyone. And also, I don't know how many people are aware of this, but there are 2 or 3 trains that run from Madhubani to Delhi, and that whole train is fully painted in Madhubani art,
Oh,
the painting.
lovely.
So it looks beautiful. Yes, yes,
Really?
yes, yes.
So, why did you feel the reason? What was the reason you felt you should take up Madhubani art as a social venture?
Right. So we went back in 2017. Now, fast forward to 2018.
Okay.
Final year in college. As I was waiting for my professor in my class, I was wondering, Wasfa, you have about 10 to 11 months here. What have you thought about? What are you going to do next? So there were a couple of things in my mind, definitely, which I wanted to try, but I wasn't very sure what to do. So it must be around the month of August when a thought struck me that how about I do something for the society? Give something back to the society.
Yes.
So I looked back to my Madhubani trip, and I was
Okay.
like, how about I give it a try? What would go wrong? What could
Absolutely.
go wrong? So I took advice of my parents. They were in support. They were like, try, do whatever you want
Very
to. We
nice.
are always there for a backup. We are always there if anything goes wrong. So I took whatever little pocket money I had, and
Okay.
I got in touch with the artisans of Madhubani, and I bought a couple of their products, very unique, different ones, coasters, dinner napkins. And I bought and I showed it to my parents, friends, and my friends. And I would say there was no going back. I had very nice support, encouragement, so much love and support from relatives and friends. And till date, I held about 5 exhibitions, which were a
Ah,
total
nice.
success. Thank God. And the first biggest one was in my own school, in
Okay.
Pratt Memorial School, and it was like homecoming, because it was the occasion of Founders Day, and
Okay.
entrepreneurs, ex-students who are doing something, they got the chance to showcase what they are doing. And it was my first exhibition. I received like bouquets from my parents, friends, and it was so encouraging. It was like an
Lovely.
energy boost.
Yeah.
The principal, the vice principal, teachers coming, treating me like a baby, where I just passed out from school in 2016 and this was 2019. They were like, oh, you're such a baby, but I think you're a baby for all your elders. Second biggest one was in Park Street area in Calcutta. in Park Mansions. I think the Calcutta viewers are well aware. It was organized by Alliance Francaise. This is the cultural wing of the French consulate in Calcutta. So it was a windy, rainy, chilly January morning of this year, and I was on my toes. I was like, oh my God, all my artwork will fly away. But no, that was amazing. And third biggest one was in Loreto College, my own college. And even that was really overwhelming. Amazing response,
Wonderful.
getting all the love from my juniors and professors. So yes.
Yeah, that was very, very encouraging from all,
totally.
school, from
yes,
college.
I think I'm blessed. Yes.
Very good. Nice to hear that. So I have a question. I mean, without having any entrepreneurial background or experience, did you face any challenge, and what did you learn out of that?
Right. Challenges, definitely. I mean, I feel that if you don't have challenges in life, how can you appreciate the good that you keep receiving? So I think that is one thing. And I learned that nothing comes to you in a golden plate, and I learned it the hard way. So so whatever 5 exhibitions that I had participated in, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of people, a lot of new type of people, and I'm glad that at such an age I got the exposure of meeting all sorts of people. And about the art, about the venture that I'm in, I felt that not many people are culturally inclined. They are sort of moving away with the culture. I wouldn't say that they are just blindly into the Western world or whatever, but the appreciation or the knowledge that's not there. That's going away. So that is there, and but there are few people who definitely encourage what I'm doing, who show support to the artisans and to me as well. But then there are some people who just get all the information from me, and then they don't revert, they don't acknowledge, which is completely fine. I used to get demoralized earlier in the initial months, but now this is just like it's like it just makes me stronger. It just shows me that okay, people are not what you think they are. They can be different from you. That's what I learned in psychology. Not all people are the same. And you should respect their likes, their dislikes, and they won't like the same things that you like. You can't make them like what you like. So this has been an encouragement. It's just making me grow stronger and strive for more success in the future. That's all.
I like the way you have taken it in your stride, and that's a very important lesson that you have learned. Thank you for sharing that. So how are you currently sustaining this cause now, especially in the lockdown? Did you anytime feel you want to give up?
Well, I went back to square one, and by that I mean that in the initial months I used to contact my the people through my parents' friend circle. So I used to get their numbers. I used to introduce myself, saying that I'm so and so's daughter. I've started the social venture. I would like to show the artwork by the Madhubani artisans. So they used to see. Then I slowly went improved by going to Instagram and Facebook. Then I stopped WhatsApp because it could get tiring and confusing. So I was at it on Instagram and Facebook, but when the lockdown happened, and then when it got uplifted in the first week of June for us in Calcutta, so then I went back to informing my parents, friends, and other people on WhatsApp that the venture has started. The artisans need your help. They are in dire need of cash. So if little bit help if you could do it, would be really helpful for them. So that's about it. Yeah.
Great. So you didn't. What I hear from you is that you didn't give up and you tried some other ways.
Yes.
So I want to ask you another question from here is, how can our audience contribute to Madhubani art and the artisans so that in any way we could be of help to them?
So as I So as I mentioned that this is a dying art which needs to be preserved and conserved, and people should be aware of this. I would request or suggest that if the people could, buy some of the artwork, some of the artisans' artwork, because also they make very nice gifting items. After this, I'm going to show them what all they do.
Okay,
All the
we would
artwork
love
that I
to.
have right now. Yes, but it could be really encouraging and
Okay.
financially beneficial for them, because they are the ones in need of cash right now. Also,
Okay.
apart from the artisans in general, I would like to suggest and make people aware that rather than going to big departmental stores, I would suggest that if you could go to the general stores that are there right outside your house, outside your lane. They are in need of cash right now. So if you could, like, or
Yes.
vegetable or fruit vendors, might as well go there rather than going to general stores. I think that would be
Absolutely.
immensely helpful for them.
That's
So
nice.
some of the artworks, may I
Yes,
take
yes.
some of your time?
Please show us.
Right.
Our
So this is
viewers
the
will be
coaster
very happy.
set.
Oh, wow.
Right. There's work on both sides. These are the coaster sets.
Very
Uh,
nice.
these are
Very
the
pretty.
pouch. This is one of the pouch, on multi-purpose pouch.
Okay.
A sort of a wallet. It
Oh,
opens like
sweet.
this.
That's
Again,
nice.
work on both ends. Dinner napkin set,
Okay.
and a sling bag. That's all I have for now. Not this. Yeah.
And what's that on the dupatta? Is it anything to
Oh,
do?
I completely forgot,
I
and you
thought
have a
as
good
much.
eye. You have a good. I'm wearing a Madhubani artwork dupatta right now. I
Okay.
don't know if you all can see it well. Yeah,
Yes,
this
yes.
is what I have.
Very
This
pretty.
is one of my prized possessions in my wardrobe. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I had
Yes.
a doubt. And you haven't seen my background as well.
I
I'd like
did
to show off.
notice.
I also
I
have a
did
Madhubani
notice.
painting, and I'm so happy with this. Isn't it beautiful?
Uh, Definitely, yes.
Yeah, so
So
viewers,
thoughtful of you.
yeah, so I want to show viewers how pretty these paintings are and the kind of
Right,
work
yes.
they do. Yes, very, very
Yes, yes.
pretty, beautiful. So I
Thank you.
have this question which is not part of the Madhubani thing, but what is your next plan and what are you planning to do next? What are you going to,
Well,
is there anything up
yes.
your sleeves that you would like to do?
Right. Professionally, I do want to do something, and that is tea tasting. I started my internship in August last year, and it was a really rollicking time, I would say, those few months. I learned the aspects, how to study the dry leaf, the infusion, the liquor, how to evaluate them. And I was tasting 100 to 150 cups daily, and that was something I wasn't looking. I didn't know that, like, that sort of tasting existed. So it was really shocking for the first few days, but then it was really, really really nice. Like, I loved it, and I'm really looking forward to doing this in future. But because of the pandemic again, this went a little slow. I couldn't apply in offices or anything, but I'm at it. I'm spending my time reading e-books and everything these days, and yes, I'm hoping for the best.
Thank you, Asma, for sharing this little bit about the tea tasting. You know, when you were talking about tea tasting, I was like looking forward also to tasting this tea because I'm very fond of tea.
Really? Okay.
So, I was like bright shining when you talked about tea.
Uh-huh.
That's something very close to my
I
heart.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Basma,
Lovely.
that was nice hearing your journey on social entrepreneurship in different aspects of it. And I want to thank you very much for spending this time with us and telling us more about, especially about the Madhubani art and the artisans.
Oh,
And
thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
yeah, and I would look forward to now visiting Madhubani myself and being
Right.
there and really looking at
Uh,
it from for my own perspective. So thank you very
right.
much.
Yes, you must. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
and God bless. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. See you. Bye bye.